Hi, friends. Welcome to today's reading lesson. Today, we're going to be starting our brand new unit, A Journey to Meeting. So, for lesson one, our learning target is I can identify the main characters and supporting characters. It will make more sense in a minute. I'm going to be reading a book for you called Poppleton Forever, and it's a special book inside called Wallpaper. So, you don't need anything for that. You do need either your Who's Who story organizer, and if you're in school, your teacher has that. But if you're at home, you can use the slide in the Google Slides and just draw it on your notebook paper to follow along. Let's get started. So let's warm up and think. So today we're starting our brand new unit and we're going to explore the entire world of characters. So I want us to think and think. What are some of your favorite storybook characters? Are they funny? Would they make a good friend? I want us to think, say it out loud to someone at home, and we'll make a list of some of our favorite characters. And you can see a list of characters on the next slide. So here we have a list of some of our favorite first grade storybook characters. Curious George, Uni, Elsa, Poppleton, the whole Mo Willems gang, Pete the Cat, Fancy Nancy, and Elbow Grease. I know some of you have definitely said more that are not on here, but there's only so much space we can use. When we think about characters in the book, we need to ask ourselves some questions. So in every book, there is a main character and there's supporting characters. So do this with me. There's a main character, good, and supporting characters. Excellent. So in order to find out our main character, we can ask ourselves these questions. Which character or characters appear in the pictures on most of the pages? So when you're watching or reading a book, you look to see who's on most of these pages. That's one clue that they might be your main character. Which character or characters is mentioned in most of the words? So when you're reading the pages, if you see the same name written over and over again, that's another hint that your character is the main character. And the last question we can ask ourselves is the character's name in the title or is their picture on the cover? So sometimes the character is right on the cover and the book is named after them. That's another really good clue. So on the next slide, we're going to listen to a story about Poppleton. And then you're going to come back and we're going to look at this chart and fill it in for the Poppleton book. So you can pause this video and go back into your Google Slides and find the slide here where it says Poppleton Forever. And it's going to be time for a read aloud. When you click this, I want you to make sure that you are a whole body listener the entire time that you're listening to this story. Because when we come back, we're going to ask ourselves those 3 questions to find out who the main character is and the supporting characters. I'll see you all when you're done listening to the story. All right, friends, now that you're back, you've listened to Poppleton Forever, let's ask ourselves that question. Which character was in the most pictures? Well, in Poppleton Forever, yeah. Yeah, Poppleton was in most pictures. You did have Cherry Sue and Fillmore in a lot, but Poppleton's on the very first one as well. So he actually gets the most. Which character is mentioned most in most of the words? Yeah, Poppleton. He's still there. And is the character's name in the title or is their picture on the cover? Well, the entire book is called Poppleton Forever, so I think That tells us that we're correct. Poppleton the pig, he is our main character. Main character. There are two other supporting characters in there, right? We have Cherry Sue and Fillmore. They're on a lot of the pages. Their names are mentioned, and they play a big role in the book. But there are supporting characters. Last week, we also read The Dot, right? When we were setting goals and powering through. Well, Vashti, the little girl, she was on every page. She wasn't in the title of the book, so that one won't work. But she was in most of the pictures, and her name was on almost every page. The supporting characters would definitely be the teacher and the little boy. What you're going to do now is read your own books and try to figure out who the main character is and the supporting. So first, you're going to choose an independent reading book. Next, you're going to read on your own and make sure you're focusing to determine who in your book is the main character and who are the supporting characters. You have about 10 minutes to do the reading part, and you can use this timer here. After, you're going to draw a chart in your notebook like the one I'll show you on the next slide. And then you can add characters from your own independent reading books. Okay, so just like we did with Poppleton on the last slide, you're going to do it with your own books. When you're done, make sure you take a picture and upload it with your slides for your teachers to see your work. Great job today, friends. Can't wait to see what books we read and who our, everybody together, main characters are and our supporting characters. See you later.